it's a ticket. Talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
And it's a ticket. Talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket. Talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Waifu Views, your soon-to-be favorite female-led podcast, giving you everything fandom with the side of waifu. We have a great show for you guys today. We're talking everything Mortal Kombat, in particular MK1. So I know all the ladies are excited, right?
Absolutely.
So I am Ebony Moonbeam, and I'm here with the beautiful ladies.
Morgan.
ACharOfHoney.
And we are going to get right into it. We're going to give you guys all our social media platforms and the works at the end of the show so we can get right into it because we have a lot to cover. So Mortal Kombat, if you do not know, is a major media franchise. It started with Midway Games in 1992 and soon turned into a media sensation. When I tell you it is a sensation, it has spawned everything from video games to comic books to live action movies to TV series, the works. The fandom is huge, and they have the last Mortal Kombat game, which was Mortal Kombat 11, actually sold 150 million units. That's a lot, right? It's crazy. So when you talk about a big media franchise like this is the highest selling fighting game worldwide. And it is one of the biggest media franchises of all time. So Mortal Kombat is that thing, okay? So first off, I want to discuss a little bit about the specs, because there's a lot happening when it comes to Mortal Kombat 1. So I'm going to give you all the deets really quickly. So pre-sale came out on September 14th, 2023. And our resident Mortal Kombat stan, Honey Char, she actually pre-ordered, correct?
Yep.
How do you feel about it so far?
I absolutely positively love it. It's amazing. It's completely amazing.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. So the official release date is September 19th, 2023. If you do not know, that is tomorrow. So you got to get ready. It's been over 4 years since the release of MK11, which was one of the best-selling fighting games of all time. And there is a couple of different things. So platforms. This is important. Mortal Kombat 1 is releasing on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X, and the Nintendo Switch. Now, there's no PS4 release, but the new gen versions of the game are being done in-house. And so they're going to be collabing with external developers for later editions. So don't freak out if you have a PS4, because you should get a later edition.
Okay.
Now, let's get into it. Also, there are 3 additions to this game. Yeah, I have my handy notes, y'all. It's so much info. So there is 3 editions of this game at launch. There is the standard, which is $69.99 US dollars, premium, which is $109.99, and collector's edition $240.99. So does everyone plan on getting the game? We already know Char has it. Do you plan on getting it, Aish?
So I'm going to have to hijack my boyfriend's PS5 and absolutely get that. Now, as far as like the $200 one, I would love to, but the way my pockets are set up, it's not quite there yet.
So Char, which package did you get? Which edition?
I got the premium, but honestly, the collector's edition sold out like extremely quick, and there was very, very limited supply, so it probably wasn't even an option for a lot of people. So yeah, I just ended up getting the premium because I wanted the Jean-Claude Van Damme for Johnny Cage skins.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. Oh, good old Jean-Claude. I can't wait. So I'm just going to give you guys a brief synopsis of what comes into the standard package. So the standard package came with the August beta and the Shang Tsung game, a part of the game roster. Premium had the early access, which is what Honey Shar got. To the entire game, it contains 1,250 dragon crystals and the combat pack. It has Johnny Cage skin modeled after John Claude Van Damme, which Shar just mentioned, and eventual early access to 6 new playable characters and 5 new cameo fighters. So we are going to discuss the cameo fighters as well as the 5 early fighters that they have already announced. And then the collector's edition
Oh, there he
is only available on PS5 and the Xbox Series X. That also came with a limited physical collection that includes a 16.5-inch Liu Kang sculpture, which honestly, just that in itself is worth the $249. Easy. Yes, that's what comes in it. Also, a unique Liu Kang skin, 3 exclusive art prints, a steel case, and 1,450 dragon crystals. So they're giving you a lot for that. So I definitely think that's worth it. So I want to know. Okay. Also, a DLC has been confirmed with additional players, like I mentioned, like in MK11. But I want to know more about the story because I know that there's supposedly a new story, and a new plot.
Let's get into it. So, after reading a little, it says that Liu Kang created a new timeline in which no one, not a single person, knows their future. And following that, each person will have free will. And you can either choose, they either chose to live their life in serenity, or, of course, you got to get bloody, fight that whole time. So we all know Liu Kang's been the champion for the Earth Realm. This time around, it's not Liu Kang. He chose Kung Lao. Kung Lao is now the champion for Earth Realm. Raiden isn't a god. Like, can anybody else picture Raiden as anybody like other than a god? I can't picture him as a regular person.
Absolutely not.
Like the god of thunder. Like we see Raiden, it's lightning, it's eyes. That's what we know him as. Not some regular Joe.
Yeah. I love Raiden so much. It is weird to see that he's not the god anymore. I personally didn't finish MK11, so this is news to me. Doing when we did all the research, but I'm interested to see how it goes. I'm sure it's definitely going to be an interesting take on it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to do a little sweet talking my way into a PS5 so I can see all this firsthand. And it says the game will serve as an origin story for each character.
You know, that's actually a good point because I heard way before I even knew that MK1 was going to be coming out so soon, because we talk about it on here a lot. I love certain games, but I'm not a gamer like that. I don't consider myself a gamer anymore unless it's retro games. So if we're talking things like Sega and N64, all of that, we can chat. But when it comes to now, not really. And so I read somewhere prior to even knowing that MK1 was coming out that there was a new backstory for a couple of different characters. And so I wanted to get into the backstories of let's talk about Melina and Katana first. So let's see, can I put this down here? Yeah. So Melina and Katana, which are typically enemies. First off, they are not enemies, and Melina is also not Katana's clone in this one. She is her biological identical twin sister. So that is definitely new. What do we think about that? Just that point.
It changes a lot for me. to go, because not only did I know you as like you the op, like it's but y'all blood related, like that's gonna be interesting. I think it's different, but I think it's gonna be interesting between the sisters trying to battle it out. We'll see how it goes.
So I'm like halfway done with the story mode. I kind of like their initial dynamic. I think you'll start to understand more of why they end up on well, in this timeline of why they end up on opposing sides and everything. But in this, you can still see the difference in character of Mylena still being that like wanting to be sisterly. I mean, Katana wanting to be like more sisterly and things, and Mylena kind of fighting against that or wanting to be, you know, in her position and not have the people against her and stuff. So I do like the difference in this storyline and how they approached it, because I can't wait to finish the rest of the story and see like how it ends up.
I would say I'm 50-50. I have always loved the intensity behind that feud. But when reading these bios, which we have up here, it says that Katana has one purpose in life: to aid and protect her older sister Melina as she prepares to rule Outworld one day. And it goes into talking a little bit more about how Melina is impulsive, but she is trying to sway the people that don't believe that Melina could potentially be the heir. They want Katana to be the heir to Outworld. And what's interesting about that is because Melina in this storyline is older compared to in the previous thing where they were clones, Melina would technically be the heir to Outworld. But she is still very much jealous of Katana. And you know, I get the the sibling rivalry. Like I kind of love that, but I do think that it's more realistic to have it played out this way compared to the other way. So I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate it. Also, another thing with Melina is now she is no longer have Tarkatan. She's no longer part Tarkatan and part clone, like human blood from Katana. She is actually a victim of a Tarkat plague. And this is a plague that infects the individual and turns them into monsters with physical deformities. And this is also the same thing that Baraka in this edition suffers from. So Baraka is no longer just a random monster from somewhere. That is who he is. So definitely some changes when it comes to two really popular characters, but it has nothing on the change that was done with these three guys right here. So you can already see this is Sub-Zero, it is Smoke, and it is Scorpion. And in this particular version, Sub-Zero is Bihan, and Scorpion is his brother Kuei Lang. So it is not Hanzo Hasashi, which is
so they're no longer rival tribes or whatever.
They are not. They are all a part of the same clan, and also Smoke is a part of this clan as well. And though he is not brothers by blood, they accept him and treat him as their brother.
Interesting. I don't know how I feel about looking at their hair though.
It does. That is interesting. Well, I don't know. I wonder if they show them. I don't know. That's probably just like story mode. Do they play like that as well, Shar?
Pretty much.
Oh wow.
Yeah, pretty much. They look like
everything
that.
I knew. Just gone.
See, the only time I'm used to seeing Scorpion without his mask is when he looks like this. So this is definitely a
Yes.
change. Definitely a change. So also, the one other change is that a big part of the last timeline was Garrus originally being Chronica's henchman, and now he is actually Liu Kang's follower and guard of time. So there's so many changes in this story. Maybe because I don't game, and so I'm not used to like following game stories. Like this doesn't get confusing for y'all.
I'm confused. I haven't even played yet. I'm confused.
I think like when you're playing, well, at least when you're playing in like story mode, the way they explain it is a lot more uh not palpable, but a lot more like you get it more. So in MK11, you already knew there was going to be a restart of the timeline and everything else. So it kind of led up to this. So
Mm,
the minute differences, because it is a new timeline, you do have to adjust to that. But the minute differences, it still like ends up the same to me. You still are going to have those same people who are pretty much going to be enemies in the end. So it's still going to lead
right.
up to the same thing.
Just different reasoning
Okay.
behind it.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I don't hate that. That actually makes me feel a little bit better because let me tell you, the last game. What was? Well, we know, Shar, you play every Mortal Kombat that's ever existed, right?
Except I didn't play I didn't play 11 and I didn't play the one with the DC characters.
Oh, okay. What
Yeah.
was the last one you played, Aish? 10?
Oh, X.
X10, however you want to refer to it, tomato, tomato.
Yeah, I don't even know because since I didn't play it, I don't know what it was called either, if it was 10 or X.
That's the last one I played. Of course, I'm the type of person who usually run through story mode first before doing other game modes. But that tower, it was fun, but my y'all know what I'm saying. So
Right. The last one I played was MK11, but I hadn't played it in forever. And let me tell you, I played like the practice mode thing. I played that so much, and then I probably only played like two other people aside from like when I played online, and I felt like I was back as a kid just trying to beat your older brother, so you're just like pushing shit just to and
button
seeing what
mashing.
works. I'm
Yes.
like, okay, like I know the combos. Okay, this isn't working now.
Yep.
So
It's the timing of the combos that either you on point or you not.
yeah, like I'm used to something so different.
Like
It was
fatalities.
mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, man, I miss Back B so damn bad. Like Back B for Scorpion. Get over here. Like that was my jam. Like there's a reason I'm dressed like Scorpion. That was my thing. But so now that we know that there's an original storyline with a fresh take on characters, some of the iconic fighters are back with new backstories, as H said, while exploring the fire god Liu Kang's new universe. Now, this is how fire Liu Kang looks
What?
these days, looking real good. I still
Hmm.
remember the red headband.
You know who he kind of looks like? It's not Nightwolf. It's something else.
He does look like Nightwolf. No, is it Nightwolf? It's something Wolf. I know who
I
you're
can't
talking
remember his
about because
name, but that's who he looks like right there.
that you see in Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Oh man,
He's the one that like trains him to beat Shao Kahn.
I wish
I
I
know
could
who you're
remember
talking
his
about.
name. But yes, that's exactly what he looks like right there.
Okay, so along with the new backstories and stuff, they have now added a new system called cameo system. And we have some of the cameo characters that are up here. And so here's some of them right here. This is first off, let me explain the cameos fighting system. So it's the ability to team main characters with classic versions of other characters from Mortal Kombat, pulled from all of the 30-year history of Mortal Kombat. And let me just tell you, that just reminded me of how old I am, because 30 years of games is crazy. So with that system, now these characters, some are playable and some are not playable. So the ones that are up here are only available as cameos. So you can only use them to tag team in, and help you with finishing moves and stuff like that, but you can't play as these particular characters. So those characters are Cyrax, Frost, Goro, Jax, Kano, Sector, Sonya Blade, and Striker. And as you see, majority of them are all in their original debut form. So that's why Sonya has the throwback jazzercise outfit.
I was gonna say, look like she came out the 80s.
And if you notice, Jax, he does not have his cybernetic arms yet. So,
please tell me,
and Frost is going to be in her human form. Yep.
The last movie with his cyber arms and how they came out at first. Oh, Jesus, no.
Like
no.
It was chaotic. It was chaotic. So some of the other characters that are cameo characters are Cyrax, and these are playable cameos. So that means you can kind of switch in and out of your character in that character, but you're still comboing it. And that is Cyrax, that is Darius, and we have Darius up here, which was a big shocker for a lot of people because he hasn't been in the game a whole lot, but he's a revolutionary and all of that stuff. And because Havoc is a main playable character in this, there may be some interesting combos there. I read that. We also have Frost and Goro. We have Jax, Kano, Kung Lao. Well, come on, you like some of these. Come on, Kano.
I hate Kano, but yeah.
I love Kano. Sorry,
I like
Kung Lao, but I love Kano. Who doesn't like the brash yet comedic Kano?
Right.
I love him. He's dirty and he's potty mouth, but
potty mouth I like, but
Well, you know, I picked. I'm a toxic picker, so that's probably why I like Kano so much. Who else do we have? We also have Serena, which is typically like an NPC character or just like a side character. So she is a playable character. Who else? We have, like I said, Sector, Scorpion. And so the cameo version of Scorpion is actually going to be Bihan, even though Bihan is Sub-Zero in the main story. So that should be interesting to watch them play like that, like them play each other. Well, play with each other. You said it's fun?
Yeah.
Oh, did you do it already?
Yeah, for that, you have to unlock Scorpion. Like he comes a little bit later. So you have to unlock that Scorpion as a cameo.
Oh. Well, she said she was playing. She was playing. Thank you.
Okay, she said she was playing, and I hit the wrong button. Yeah, trying to bring this back up. Anyways, so there's also Striker, Sub-Zero, and Tremor. So the cameo of Sub-Zero, who is that?
I haven't gotten a Sub-Zero cameo.
Okay. Are all of the cameos? Do you have to unlock all of the cameos, or just
no? So like the ones you mentioned in the beginning, like that first slide, those were already like there. But then you have those, those boxes with the silhouettes. Some of them you can see, and some of them like you can't.
Right. I believe those were the excuse me. Those were the DLC cameos.
Yeah.
That's why they were blocked out like that.
But Yeah.
Which you'll get early access to, right? Well, no, you have it now because you got the premium, right?
But the DLC comes out, I think, after the main drop, which is tomorrow. So it'll
Right.
come out like later or whatever.
Okay.
She'll still have this.
Also, excuse me. Also, we're gonna get a really cool cameo, which I'm really excited about. I can't lie, which is this bad boy right here, John Claude Van Damme. If you do not know, John Claude Van Damme was initially asked to be in the very first Mortal Kombat.
I would have taken him as Johnny Cage. I would have.
That yep. And well, Johnny Cage was modeled after him, but originally they wanted John Claude Van Damme in it. Like
Yeah.
just straight up. But hey, I love good old Johnny Cage from especially from the movies because I love Lyndon Ashby. So but
Um,
I didn't play a whole lot with Johnny, even though he's one of my favorite characters.
See, I had a I have the opposite effect. I didn't really like Johnny as a character. Like, I didn't really like Johnny. I thought he was like okay, but I found
Mm.
myself playing with him a lot. I found myself playing with a lot of the characters I didn't like now on this one.
Mm. Well, I wonder, do you know why? Do you think you know why?
I
Johnny.
think because when I used to play, I was just never invested in them, and now I'm like, it's been a minute, so I was trying every character. Then I'm like, I really actually,
I
like
actually love this
Baraka,
guy.
him. I love this Johnny Cage, and I love the different skins, and I love that that like when you see him, he looks like regular Johnny Cage, but like when he wins in a fight or after, dead on John Claude, dead on.
Really?
Like his whole face
Oh,
changes.
oh, I'm ready. I'm so ready. I saw the trailer for the John Claude Van Damme like cameo in the finishers and stuff. I was
Yeah,
like, this man just took half of this man's body off with a car
like
door.
even his voice kind of changes to like that accent. Like it's I love it.
What?
Well, yeah, because that's the skin, right?
Yeah, but I love that because when you see him, he is just regular Johnny and like But I was obsessed with John Claude when I was little,
You
obsessed.
mentioned that in the previous show.
Yeah, so it I love like Ooh Poppy said, the Switch version looks cracked out. Okay, I can only attest to the PS5.
Oh my gosh, that reminds me. We're gonna put that up closer to the end because I actually saved that picture and I didn't add it into here because I could not believe how bad all of those things look. Like
They
none of the characters look
cracked
like the
out.
characters. I don't know what they were thinking about when they decided to do that, but shame
I want
on
to
them.
I was
Shame
I
on
was
them.
so close. I was so close to thinking I'd get it on Switch. Like I was like, I could take it with me, everything. I was like, I'm gonna just get the
Not
PS5
anymore. You're
version and
like,
stick with
absolutely
that. I'm
not.
like, I'm glad I
you
did
dodged
not.
the bullet.
That is that's hilarious and also really sad.
All right.
So I have a list of the confirmed Mortal Kombat character list, and you can kind of tell us if everybody that we have is indeed in there and if there was anybody that was missed. So there's Ashura, there's
Love her.
Baraka.
Love
Oh,
him.
I have no idea who Ashura is. I'm gonna be honest.
Asha, okay, so back in the previous version, she used to have that big old like white hat. It was like a tent hat.
Oh,
Now she doesn't
yeah.
have any hat on. She just kind of has
Okay.
these like finger waves.
Not the
Yeah, because
finger
when I saw
waves.
the picture, I was like, I don't know this character. I'm sorry, I do not know this
I've been
woman.
playing her like she's one of probably my favorites. Her and Baraka are probably my two.
I think
Well,
it's
well, they're because they're the ones that I keep winning with. They've become my favorites now.
I like it. I love it. There's so I said Ashra and Baraka. Ermac is in the combat pack, which is the DLC, and I'll get into the DLC main roster in a moment. There's also General Shao, Garrus, Homelander, which is a part of the combat pack as well. I cannot wait to see Homelander in the combat pack. Havoc, Johnny Cage, Kenshi, Katana, Kung Lao, Li Mei, Liu Kang, Melina, Natara, which we're going to get into her later for a very specific reason. She has been trending recently. Not only is she a fan favorite from the OG games, but she has a very interesting voice actor. So we're going to get into that in a minute. We also have a part of the combat pack Omni-Man, Peacemaker, and Quan Chi. Then we have Raiden as a regular character, Rain, Reptile, Scorpion, Shang Tsung, if you got the pre-order exclusive, like Miss
Okay.
Thang over here.
Right.
I'm mad. I wish I would have researched that because I probably just would have bought the pre-order because I'm gonna be mad that I don't get him. Sindel, Smoke, and Sub Zero. Is there anybody that I missed there?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Can I say I
What's
want to
up?
play as Omni Man, but I want to beat the brakes off of Homelander?
Okay. So I'm glad you said that because this is the photo of the DLC characters that are going to be playable characters in the character on the main roster. And so you already know we have Omni Man, Ermac, Homelander, Peacemaker, Quan Chi, and Takeda. And all of these are big name characters, whether in the verse or just kind of in nerd culture right now.
Mm-hmm.
Homelander, Peacemaker, Omni Man. These names come up when it comes to like can he or can he not be Goku type
Oh my
conversations.
god.
So you know these are very major characters. If you don't know, Omni Man is from the Amazon Prime show
Invincible.
Invincible, which is
Mm.
excellent. I'm still waiting on season 2. I'm
Right.
really bummed that they're taking forever. Yes, way, girl. Yes, way. That's a waste of 2 character slots.
You know
Why
what,
do you
being
think it's a waste of 2 character slots? Who's the waste? I'll ask you that. And
Mhm.
while I'm waiting for your answer, because I'm sure you're gonna give it to me, um, we also have Homelander, which is from The Boys. I'm not gonna lie, I've never loved to hate a character as much as Homelander. Like I can't get enough of him, but I'm also like, I hope you get beat, but then I'm kind of secretly rooting for him at the
I
same
would
time.
love to be the person
Wow.
to stomp him into
I
the
can't
ground.
lie.
Oof.
I just can't. And
Mm,
Peacemaker, as crazy as he is hilarious. He was
yeah,
probably my favorite part of the Suicide Squad movie. Actually, he was.
he
The
was.
second Suicide
Yeah.
Squad movie. He was my favorite part. Everything else I don't fully remember.
Ooh.
So
Right?
that's unfortunate. Yeah, Invincible is great. It's one of those shows that now I kind of put people on if they don't really watch anime, but I'm like, this is how you can get into it though. This is animated. And if you like Superman, then you'll like this. You'll like this. It's like a
Stay away from
adult
the
rated
subway.
R psychotic version of Superman.
It's a gateway gateway
Yeah.
drug.
Right. It's a gateway to anime. So when it comes to these DLC main characters, I have 2 dates for 2 of them, and everyone else is unreleased. Just like
Mhm.
the release date for the DLC, even though it appears that it's going to be in October. Uh, Omni and Homely Man are 2 generic capes. Hey, I love them. I'm here for it.
Right?
I hate that you feel that way, BMT.
BMT like stirring the pot. That's all that is. Like stirring the pot a little bit.
So Omni Man is the first to drop, and he is going to drop sometime in October. They're
What?
thinking mid to late October, I believe. So that since he's the first person to drop, we already know that the DLC will drop in October. Ermac, we do not have a date for. Peacemaker, Quan Chi, and Takeda. We do not have a date for, but Homelander, which may or may not be the last. It wouldn't surprise me if they make Homelander last, just because he's so popular right now. For spring of 2024. So that's how far
Damn.
out they'll be. That's at least how far out they'll be dropping some of these characters.
Mm.
So
Scream.
you got to stay tuned. You got to stay tuned, people. Also, since we mentioned Natira, let's talk about her really quickly. So Natira has a new voice actor, and her name is Miss Megan Fox. You may know her from being Machine Gun Kelly's on and off again fiance. You may know her as Jennifer from Jennifer's Body, or whatever her name was. I can't remember in Transformers, but she is a sex symbol. But the question is she a voice actor? There's a lot of mixed reviews online, so I'm going to play the trailer for her voice acting, and we're going to. Oh well, Shar is already telling us. I don't know if you can see this, guys, but Shar is not having it. We are going to play that and kind of listen to it, and Shar is going to tell us what it's like in the game. But it's clear that she was not a fan. So
I'm scared. No.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm hoping for the best too. I really am.
Sorry, not sorry.
It just started playing in my background because I was trying to switch it, and now it's like playing in my ear. Okay.
DNT, is there anything you do like?
Probably not.
No.
Don't listen to him. Actually, we are gonna listen to him because we are gonna show a little clip of his gameplay. So we're gonna share the screen.
Wait, is that a Kitana fan?
Yeah, but it works. It's hot.
I just see like a little corner of it. I was like, hey.
So this is my screen, as you can see. So you guys can see this correctly.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is the trailer for Megan Fox's voice acting. Let's go.
Okay.
Oh,
we can't hear it.
Yeah.
Just from the way she's talking, I'm scared.
That's funny. Okay, hold on. Let's figure out why it's not working. There's it, unfortunately.
Anybody know when the new season of The Boys comes out?
No clue.
That school version is coming out.
Like the younger version?
Yeah, when they're in like college or something.
Oh, goodness.
The look on Shark's face was like, eh.
Well, I'm waiting for the real thing, you know.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
I am Megan Fox, and I'm voicing Natara. She comes from this weird realm. She is a type of vampire creature. She's evil, but she's also good. She's trying to save her people. I really like her. She's a vampire, which obviously resonates for whatever reason. It's cool to be in the game, you know, because I'm not really just voicing it. It'll be like she's kind of me.
I'll steal Datusha and kill you with it. You are welcome to try.
You Outworlders believe yourselves so superior. As I've been doing the sessions, it does force me to like tap into areas of myself that I'm not comfortable. I've had a lot of fun doing it, and it's caused me to like be more free with myself.
What did you do with Jen's body?
Poor Kung
I know you lying.
You'll never see her again.
Mortal Kombat, it's just one of those staples. It's been around since gaming has been around. I think it's just like an opportunity that anybody would want, because we did all grow up playing video games of all time.
Alrighty then.
No, you don't get to hide behind not having a camera, ma'am.
Oh gosh. I'm sorry.
You made every face I showed on screen, I bet.
Well, remember, I've seen this already. So I didn't, when I listened to it originally, I was like, I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. But that is just a snippet. So that's not me having to play as her for a long period of time. You know, she never played the game in her life
At all. Listen. voice was trash. Pure trash.
So you played as her for a while?
I played as her. In combat mode or whatever, you don't hear them talk as much. But in story mode, her first scene talking, I had to get up and search for my remote to push pause. It was like nails on the chalkboard for me. I did not like it. It sounded like she was in like rush hour traffic and was like, "Oh yeah, I got a gig to do," and like got on the phone and recorded it. It just sounds so bad to me. It just sounded so bad to me. I didn't like it.
That is.
No, don't get me wrong. I know like story mode dialogue can be cheesy, but that right there, it looks like it's fun as gameplay, but just the voice.
All the other voices, I think did a fantastic job. Like fantastic. I was watching like, dang, this is all right. Until she came up. She's fun to play. Her voice is what gets me. I like to play her. Her voice it just sounds like she didn't want to do it. That's what it sounds like. Like she didn't want to do it.
No, but that was an embodiment of her.
Nah.
Well, I did read somewhere, don't give her too much. We are, and I'm going to say this. The internet is not forgiving, especially in any nerd fandom. We're not very forgiving, but they are tearing her apart. So I'm going to show you guys.
This is going to be
some of the things that they're saying, and yeah, it's not pretty. I can tell you that. So right here, it says Megan Fox is not a good voice actor. Everyone has done a great job with the voice acting, and then there's her. She really couldn't put a bit more effort. She sounds so robotic. I swear some random lady could have done a better job.
Absolutely.
That sounds basically like what you said, that it didn't sound like she tried.
Yeah.
And she sucked, pretty much. There's a good old meme. That was rough. Corporate needs you to find the difference between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture. Ooh. So this is a picture of Ronda Rousey's character when she was the voice actor. And she got a lot of hate in that one, man. They hated her voice acting. I know she's so happy to be away from y'all.
The lesson, everybody was meant to do everything.
Nope. And then lastly, Mortal Kombat. Oh, sorry. I didn't know you were still talking.
No, I'm just like the face saves her in her acting.
Yes,
now, you're portraying another character. We don't get to be distracted by your face, so it's all voice.
Mm-hmm. And you know, she kind of touches on that in the trailer. I think she says that this particular role had made her have to like tap into other aspects of her acting ability and stuff. And so I think that's kind of what she wanted to say, but in a nice way. Like, I can't depend on just being pretty. So I actually had to find some real emotion for this, and it was hard.
Yeah.
But this one says Mortal Kombat 1 Megan Fox. Wow. Megan Fox's portrayal of Tara is hilariously awful. Just wow. She doesn't have one line in the entire story mode that sounds remotely authentic. If they randomly selected a woman from a crowd to play Natara, there would be 100% chance we'd get a better performance.
Ouch.
Absolutely.
That's that hurt, man. That's that hurt. They didn't like it. They did not like it. So you said overall the other characters sounded really well.
Yeah. It felt like I was watching a movie for a little bit. Like, it was so smooth. The dialogue was, good to me until she came up.
So in other words, mute the TV when she comes on.
It's not even mute. It just throws it off because it is so like flowing, and then it's her, and you can hear her read like the cue card. Like, you can feel it. Like,
Like,
Like
she's reading word for
yeah, it
word.
just sounds so like nothing.
I wonder how much you got paid for this.
I don't. It was just yeah. I
Mm-mm-mm.
just wish they picked. Even what's that girl's name? It's not Rosario. There's somebody else that like I could see being that voice. Hers was just a
Mm-hmm.
phone in. It was not. It was
Um,
nothing.
I don't know
I
why
didn't
they
like
didn't
it.
tap into more like known voice actors, especially people that not just in games, but even stuff like anime and stuff like that. Like this is kind of off topic, but last night I was watching the first Avengers for like the first time in forever.
mhm.
And I was looking at Thor's costume, and I don't know if it was my TV or what, because it like pays attention to so much. I was just like, I get that they have like designers and stuff for movies. But I was like, I've seen better cosplayers put together like a better costume. And I was saying that it really sucks that there's so many talented people out here that already know like the fandom and stuff that can create those type of things like clothing or voice acting, where it's like these people play other characters. They're not used to depending on their looks or anything like that. Like they have to give us emotion in their voice and they're talented at it. So why not tap into that? I think that they looked at it as like, oh, we're gonna say Megan Fox is in here and see how many people decide to buy it. I remember one story was good. I felt when Johnny was arguing. Oh, I missed that.
Arguing with his
Oh
Scroll
wife.
yeah.
down to.
It's yeah. Just one of the scenes.
Oh, okay. It was like, I don't know. It was a lot. We have a clip of, because we talked about the voice acting, but I want to talk about some of the visuals. So, and how much the game has changed over time. Because, like I told you guys, I'm a throwback girl. I love the throwback stuff. So I'm still used to seeing, where'd it go? I'm still used to seeing visuals like this.
Hey.
This is what I miss. These type of visuals with this level of violence, but with like bones and all of that stuff like that. But now we get stuff. Now we get stuff like this, which is a lot more graphic but visually stunning.
Yep.
And just you cannot look at. We're gonna watch the trailer really quickly for Mortal Kombat 1. And before I even go into this, I can just say that these games have really stepped up their game on the cinematic aspect of their stuff. Because just watching this trailer, I'm like, y'all can just make a quick movie like this, and you can have all my money. Like that's really what I want. So we're gonna play this really quickly, and yeah, so then you can kind of see what it looks like in that kind of world.
It is time. Time to wake up to a new reality. To a blank canvas that I have painted in with warmth and peace. In my new era, the choice is yours. Whether to live in quiet serenity or bloody strife. To dwell in joyous prosperity or bitter rivalry. You can face each other as sworn enemies or united as brothers. But a storm is brewing, and soon you will discover that even in this new era, one constant remains. There is always something worth fighting for. You have chosen to defy peace. Then you have chosen war with a god.
Yo! Oh!
So good. Like, come on. When I think about like the Final Fantasy movies and stuff like that, I'm like, y'all should just do this. Do this.
I love
Because
how graphic it was.
I love how graphic it was. I forgot to let you guys know ahead of time. Trigger warning. But we're talking Mortal Kombat, so you already know there's a lot of bloody, violent, brutal aspects of this game, in particular the fatalities. And as you can see, based off of that trailer,
It doesn't disappoint.
they've only stepped up their game. They've only stepped up their game.
I'm excited.
And like I mentioned before, you know, this franchise has been going on for 30 years and it spawned so many things, you know, like we got these gems, which we did in a previous episode. We talked about live action movies based off of video games, and we did a blind ranking, and Mortal Kombat came up, the first one. And I know it was mine and Char's number one. Was it yours, H? Do you remember?
If what was my number one?
If Mortal Kombat 1 was your number one live action version of a video game in our blind ranking that we did.
Don't remember.
I know it was mine and Char's because it's a guilty pleasure. I loved 1 and 2, and I even loved the new movie. So you get it just keeps going. Did you guys know that Mortal Kombat actually had a cartoon series at one point in time?
I know you not.
Oh yeah.
I'm not lying. Shout out to BMT for putting me on game. I could not post the photo for license because of licensing and stuff, but I guess they were trying to do a take on similar to like Street Fighter cartoon that they had. But
where was I? Because I feel like I should have remembered this.
it was a whole thing. It really was. I don't know. I don't know what possessed them to do that, but it was a whole thing.
Little kid me thought it was amazing.
Little kid us thought a lot of stuff was amazing.
Yeah. But I don't know, when you're a Mortal Kombat stan, it's really like anything goes. Like I stand behind almost every decision Mortal Kombat has ever made. I can't lie. What is this? Oh, is this the trailer?
Yeah.
We don't have sound though.
Ooh.
I remember this.
Weakening Earth's dimensional fabric, enabling not only outworlders to enter the Earth realm, but warriors from other domains as well. Only the most extraordinary warriors could possibly meet this challenge. Liu Kang, Princess Kitana, Sub-Zero,
Oh, they did mention it.
Jax,
What is it?
Sonya Blade,
You know, I think I do remember
Nightwolf.
this.
Yeah.
Kiba,
Nightwolf was the character you were talking about.
Curtis Stryker. Driven by purpose and bound by honor, these are the defenders of the realm.
What?
I remember that.
Yeah, I'm almost positive I've
Oh.
seen that. Now, I may not have watched it as much as I would have liked, but I'm going to find that because I want to watch it. I
Katana's
just know that
outfit
was a
was.
gem.
I love Katana's old outfit. That was cute. That all black.
I love it. A lot of these new outfits, man. I be wanting to cosplay Katana, but
That's a lot of skin.
these new outfits ain't it.
but that's why
The ones that you can buy.
I like MK this one because they're very like, regular. They kind of is like
Hmm.
t-shirt with the crop. I like it. I can fit it. It looks comfy. It look like pajamas. I like it. I will come. Listen, next DreamCon, I might dress up as one.
Hey, do
It
it.
looks comfy.
Shoot, I would do it. So I also failed to mention this ahead of time when I was talking about the specs and where you can play this game. But it is said to, especially if you're going to play, well, just in general, on all of your systems that you are thinking of playing this game, to beef up your hard drives because the install size for MK1 is 100 gigabytes. So it is hefty.
That's thicker than a
Hefty.
midget stripper.
I'm
Jesus.
pretty sure I could not even download that on my computer. Well, maybe I don't know. Not definitely not this one. Maybe my work one. I'd have to play that on my work one. See, I should have never sold my gaming laptop. But
Oh yeah, I'm definitely about to jack in for his PS5. It's about to
oh, BMT can always count on you for some fun and some laughter. So
Shenanigans.
so since you've already played the game, Shar, so far, what do you think? Because we know that you like it, but is this? Do you think this is going to be your favorite one?
Mm.
Favorite? I mean, nothing can like top nostalgia, right? Like, so playing those
Mm-hmm.
games when I was little with my brothers and all that would always be peak for me. But this right here, yeah, it's top because not only is it like a new version, but it also does have that like nostalgic feeling. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like the best of both worlds to me. I like I like it's just like I would say it's like three or even the one in '92, but like it still gives you that feeling like of playing the towers, all that stuff. It's
Mm-hmm.
top for me. It's top.
Yeah.
I'm excited because it definitely. They said that this is supposed to be somewhat of like a reboot, a new, but also classic take on Mortal Kombat as a franchise. And even to the point where Ed Boon says that he believes that this will be an easier game for newcomers to the franchise to
Hmm.
play, as well as I also saw that they there are less issues with when you make mistakes, that I guess in like previous issues, if you messed up a combo or something, you almost instantly lose, because then the
Hmm.
other opponent would be able to take over, and so that's not necessarily a case. I hear that you definitely have to take advantage of your cameos and a couple of different things.
Mm. Okay.
I feel like the cameo, yeah, cause I know I said I've been undefeated. Yeah, I know I said I was undefeated. I was until now.
Oh,
Oh wow.
them, them first couple of plays was kicking my ass. I was fresh, but I do like the way they do it, where it's like if you do mess up, a combo, all your health isn't taken. You know what I mean? Like it gives you that chance.
Hmm.
And the cameos to me, a godsend because they have saved my ass plenty of times already. Like you dying, quick, like come in here, help me out. I love it.
hi team.
I know that they said to also make use of the combos and to not sleep on the special moves, and to also remember that they said this little tidbit. Remember that throws are unblockable, and I was like, "That's a good tip. I'm gonna write that down." I also read something to where they said that there is a specific way that you should hold the controller when using this particular when playing this particular MK.
Yeah,
It's a
because uh, I think a lot of the combos are. It is a little slower pace, so it's still kicking my ass. But but like I got my first injury in a long time holding like because you have to do certain moves. Like it's still the same, but yeah, I can understand there's like a certain way you have to hold it in order to reach some of the moves. I can understand that, but
Yeah,
it's
if I recall, it said use the index finger and the ring finger, and also use the not the joystick. What is it called?
D-pad.
D-pad.
Thank you. I was like D. I was like D. What? Pad just sounded weird to me, but yeah, the D pad. So
Yeah.
they said that is a good way to hold it, and even like hold it kind of like sideways. It was weird. I was like, see, this is already getting way too complicated for me. I was
But
like,
yeah, it is a little like it's a small adjustment to me to like
mm,
have from the other game. It's like a small. The only thing that really got me was that test your might, where you gotta like push
Oh,
all four and then like push R2. I was trying so hard, and yeah, I felt a lot of that, but I
mm-mm.
like it.
That's good. Do you guys feel, because like I said, I've played it on and off over the years, but you guys have played it definitely more. Do you guys feel like there is a sizable learning curve in between each game rendition? Or do you feel like for the most part it's always like a basic skill set, and then you just have to learn extra things when they add something new? Or do you feel like some of these characters you have to just completely straight up change how you play?
so I feel like there's
Go.
two players. There are the ones who learn combos, and then there's button mashers.
Mm,
That
I'm
it's one or
aware.
the other.
I learned like 3 or 4 combos, and then everything else. When I start getting my ass kicked, I'm like, this isn't working. And then I start to mash buttons because I'm extremely
I
competitive.
feel it.
So
I
when
feel it.
when the combos ain't working, and I done practiced on the practice move 8 million times, and sometimes it works, and then other times I'm like, why am I losing right now? This is making me mad.
Yeah,
I feel it.
I think I
Yeah.
Oh
was wrong at
gosh.
that point.
So visually, we see that they've stepped up their game. Their violence has uh, escalated even more, which is crazy when you think about the fact that the original Mortal Kombat is the reason for our game rating system, because of how violent and gory it was even back then. And so now it's just like, we're gonna give it to you raw and uncut. You don't have to know combos to win in these new fighter games. They want everyone to feel they have a chance. I still feel like, based off of what Ed Boon said, which is the creator, if you don't know, one of the creators, he said basically that this particular one is more for like the casual gamer or the novice player compared to previous games. So I do feel, especially like I said, when I played MK11, there was a lot of adjusting to get used to because I hadn't played in a while. So I don't know if I fully agree with that one because it was chaotic.
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both because I haven't played like games in general in a minute. So
Mm,
you do have to get accustomed to it. There's probably people who just learned how to play who can probably, beat me right now because I'm just bad at it right now. But I think it's like half and half. Yes, it is easy for a lot of people. Like it's easier for a lot of people to come in. But if you haven't played in a while, it's still. I mean, for some people, it's just something that does take them a little longer.
hmm
But
Yeah,
that
I
happens with a
think I'm
lot of
one of those
stuff.
people.
Me
I think
too.
I'm one of those people.
Me too.
Like now, if you pull out the Super Nintendo, it's over for you. It's over for you. When I tell you it's over, like
So
It's over, okay? But being 11, I was like, it was a hit or miss. Like, I must say, I played against my ex a little bit, and I beat him more times than I lost to him, surprisingly. But that could have just been lady luck on my side. Honestly, I like to think that I'm just lucky like that because I don't know fully what I'm doing. And I'd be sitting there and I'm like, and I'm thinking, what am I doing? So,
and I don't have the
well,
hours to dedicate to it like I used to. Like 10 years ago, from morning to night, and maybe like an overnighter type thing, like just gaming. Now I can't do that. I can't do that now.
I want to game so much more, but I've also gotten at that point in my life. I feel like certain things, if I have to learn how to do it, I'm not that thrilled about it because I just don't learn the same way that I used to.
Yeah.
And I'm more of like a physical hands-on person. So I'm one of those people that would prefer to sit next to somebody and play with them and they'd be like, no, do this differently and stuff like that. Like I don't even currently have a system that's not 20. The only system that I have in this house right now is a 64 that I have. My brother does have one of the Xboxes, but aside from that, like I'm so new to it again, and I don't know. Like, which system are you playing on right now?
PS5.
PS5. And when you play it, are you going to play it on the 5 as well?
Yep.
Okay.
We don't do
I guess I'll have
Xbox
to get a
around here. I have to
PS5.
edit it a little bit. We don't do that around here.
Y'all do that around there? Hey, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Hey, I can't speak on that. But do you feel like your favorite characters change depending on the game, the particular rendition, or do you feel like your favorite characters have always been your favorite characters and always will be your favorite characters? Because we actually have a MK favorite combatants list for you guys. And so I want to know first off if these names have changed over the years or if they've always been this list.
Well, like I said, for me, like it's changed because starting from the beginning and playing on, you kind of attach to certain characters. Like Melina and Katana, they was bombs. So of course I'm pick, I'm gonna pick them and I'm gonna ride them out. Raiden, Scorpion, all those at certain points, those became my favorite. So I do have my sets that I love, and then I kind of add on or change out the new add-ons kind of thing.
Yep. That's a good way to put it.
So you feel the same?
So my characters may kind of like switch as far as in the ranking, but they're pretty much steady. And then as I play as new players, like Smoke was not in my top 5, but I like playing with him.
Yeah.
That's somebody that's grown on me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I would say that my favorite characters have always stayed the same. There's characters that I enjoy playing with that are not favorite characters, and then I have like the reverse, where there's characters that I don't always play with, but they're favorite characters of mine. So I'm going to put up the list so everybody can see our top 5 favorite combatants with a K. Thanks to MK. I still spell cool with a K thanks to Mortal Kombat, just FYI. But so this is our list. And shout out to me on the graphics. Just FYI. Because I worked really hard. Shout out to me, like that little
for
TikTok
real though.
like that little TikTok song. So everybody, and so I tried to put them in order by the way that you gave them to me. But if you want to put them in order by your favorite, you can explain it that way. And if not, then you can just say everybody used to be Jackie Briggs, but Reptile put in work.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, everybody tell us who your favorite MK combatants are. Yeah, in the comments. So, Aish, how about you? Because you're just at the end for me.
Um. So of course, classics. I have Scorpion, Melina, Kitana. I think I did Liu Kang and was Jade in my no.
Jade. Well, in your top five, because
Yeah,
I
my
forgot
top
this is a
five was
top eight.
yeah. I think Baraka was in my top
Oh,
five.
yeah, you had Scorpion, Melina, Liu Kang, Baraka, and
Kitana.
Kitana.
Yes. So those are like interchangeable because as much as I don't play with Baraka, when I do play with them, it's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. Like I have fun playing with Baraka, but the
He
other
is fun to play
three,
with.
yeah, he's brutal. But the other three, as far as Jade, Smoke, and Sub Zero, those more so grew on me from playing Mortal Kombat 10.
Okay. What about you, Shar? Why are these 8 million characters your 8 million characters?
Because I had to dwindle them down.
Right.
I don't even know. Um, what? Just name them.
Yeah, name them and kind of tell us why.
Katana and Mylena. I mean, they were pretty much
The goats.
for me. Like, yeah, the original girls in there, along with Jade. You know, later on, they just,
Yeah,
they were just the girls, right? Then you got Raiden.
classic.
Listen, I love Raiden. I was obsessed with
I
Raiden.
love him
Even in the
too.
movie, he annoyed me. That first movie, he kind of annoyed me, but I loved him still. Like it was a love hate kind of thing. But I always used him. Um, Scorpion and Sub Zero. I feel like it's just the best of both worlds with them. That's why I couldn't pick which one because I do love Ice, but I also love everything that Scorpion is, and I'm a Scorpio, so
Oh,
I just love them both, you know.
Oh,
that was nice.
um, who else? Liu Kang and Kung Lao. I just I just liked them. I don't know what it was. I had a little crush on Kung Lao. I ain't gonna hold you,
yes,
even when he was like
always.
2D. Kung Lao just grew on me. I didn't really like him at first, but he grew on me. Was it Sappin and
It
Caleb?
was his hat for me. Like that little hat move he did.
Listen,
Ooh.
even in that newest MK movie when he had the move and it cut that was it who was that Natar
The
when he
little
cut her in
flame
half,
shit.
that was the best part of the whole movie. The whole movie stuck without that.
Yeah.
um
Oh, his hat was
Goro,
fire in that.
it's I love you can change his and Raiden's hats out in the game. I love that.
Ooh. Oh, in
um
this game?
yeah, like you
Oh.
get like you can do when you get the money you can put it in the little pawn thing whatever and you can get gear or they give you something, all that stuff. But who else is on there? Johnny Cage and who else did I put?
You have Johnny Cage, no, you have Goro
Oh, Gora.
and Noob.
Listen. Oh, and Noob was just Noob was that guy to me. Goro with the Ariana Grande ponytail. I just I just really liked him, and I liked his like forearms and everything. Do when she sees
Says
Liu
first
Kang.
thing
Look
Yes.
here, sir.
Katana do when she sees Liu Kang is asked for.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
I should have kept that
But
hidden.
anyway,
Yep.
I love Goro. I thought I always was scared of him up to a certain point, but when you use him, to he's great. Same with Johnny Cage. It took me a while to like Johnny Cage. I love him even more now because he's Jean Claude, but
Uh,
I actually really do like his power set. So yeah, I had to dwindle it down because I would have thrown in like Baraka and all them. So
I
that's
covered
just
it for
my
you.
yeah, that's just my little list.
So, like I said, my list is kind of always been the same. I always, almost always played as Scorpion or Katana growing up on my Sega Genesis and Super Nintendo. Actually, Super Nintendo was when I was really playing as Scorpion and Katana a lot. Um, I love Raiden, just like you girls. I love him so much, but I have like this love hate relationship when it comes to playing the character because my older brother, which is the person that I've mentioned before, introduced me to gaming really. And he used to always beat my
With Raiden.
as Raiden.
Okay.
Like when I tell you, it was like, "Duh, duh, 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 duh," I was like, stop it. Stop throwing me into this invisible wall, damn it. And so, and when I would play as him, like it was a hit or miss on when I could do it. So, but he's still a favorite of mine. I personally loved him in the movies. Uh, I, I just did. I did prefer him better with the long hair compared to in Annihilation when they cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, I beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Melina, I love Melina, but nowhere near as much as Katana. When I played with my cousin, I was always Katana and she was always Melina. So it was always just that kind of similar to like a sibling dynamic when we played. And she was older. So at the beginning, she would beat me, but
I kept
like
working.
like maybe 6 months later, it was Katana Gang. I was demolishing her. And and you know, I I didn't put her up here, but Scarlet and Jade, I enjoy both of them. I really enjoy Jade. I loved her in the movies. I kind of like her in the games, but just like some of these other characters, which were really just kind of color swap versions of other characters, I was like, okay, cool. We have an Asian version of Katana or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that was kind of how I looked at her. So she wasn't my first choice, but my favorite color is green. So I would gravitate to playing her here and there, even though she's not up here. Sub Zero, Sub Zero's great too. I love elemental powers. I've mentioned that before as well. So anything involving fire and ice, I'm here for. Johnny Cage is this just the most lovable low key douchebag ever, and I can't get enough. I
Emphasis on
cannot
douchebag.
get enough. He is so full of himself, but his vanity is something I enjoy. So I can't deny that he is a personal favorite of mine, but he's one of those characters that I didn't really play as. He's just a character that I've always enjoyed his personality.
Mm.
Kung Lao, I just always thought his moveset was really cool. He was always he reminded me a lot of Liu Kang, but I would play as Kung Lao here and there because my younger brother always played as Liu Kang. And yeah, sometimes he would be kicking my ass too. And then I'd be like, okay, hold on a second. And I'd switch to my oldie Scorpion, and then it was over. It was over. Shang Tsung is just a very powerful and dynamic character. I love villains. I loved the actor for the movies. So I wasn't a fan. I didn't play him really in the game until after I saw the Mortal Kombat movie. And then I was like, okay, I think I'm going to have to play as Shang Tsung. I
Shang
think
Tsung
I
is
said,
beef.
did I say, who did I say first? I didn't say Shang Tsung, didn't I? I feel like I said Shao Kahn, but I meant to say Shang Tsung. Sorry, guys. Um, and
See,
then Noob, like Noob is the goat. Like he shows up in all black, and
Mhm.
you know we love the melanin, even when it's in the suits, all black, everything. So he just came in fierce, and I just have always been really interested in him. And a lot of people that I always talk to, when I ask them like to tell me some of their favorite Mortal Kombat characters, Noob is almost on every gamer that I know's list.
Yeah.
So also honorable mention to Queen Sindel. I love Sindel, and I just was not going to put any more characters on my list. But Sindel is one of my favorite characters. I enjoy her so much. And
That was the
yeah, so
screamer, right?
yes, the screamer.
The hair whipper.
I
Love her. I've been
love
playing
her, the
her a
hair
lot.
whip.
The hair whipper.
Yeah, I loved that. That was so cool. And I think I really liked that because her power had somewhat of a feminine vibe to it with using her hair and stuff like I just really enjoyed that.
Of all the characters, she is definitely. Listen, her little. She does this thing that I love where it's just like she'll kick and then she'll like hand on her hip, kind of like walk back. I'm like, okay, girl, like go ahead, that's cute. But I love her. I love playing with her right now.
Yeah. Do y'all remember I have this funny photo of the just kind of well not it's not really a funny photo because it's not the throwback roster, but don't you guys miss when the roster looked like when
Yo.
they would put it up and it would be like on the sides and you'd have
Yeah.
to and it would just like scroll down. You'd be like choo, choo, choo. And then you'd put it up against the other character and then it's just like a pink version of Scorpion or a red version of Katana. Like I used
Oh
to love
yeah.
that.
No, you know
I
what I
love that.
hated
And
playing
so
with other people? So you pick your person. No. Say somebody picks their person, then you pick your person. And like, wait, no. I want to change it because you picked so and so.
mm-mm,
Yeah, she hands in real life.
nah.
You don't just continue this game.
That's cheating in my book. That's like you just found out
You
that
don't
you was
want
gonna
this
get your butt
hell.
toe up. Mm-mm. Nah, we ain't gonna do that at all. But I'm gonna put up the waifu list one more time so everybody can see it. So this is our waifu's favorite NK combatants. And let us know in the comments if you agree, if you have some that we didn't mention that you consider favorites, and even include why if you want to, because we would love to hear what you got to say, because this is clearly a game that we all love, that we're very passionate about. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And really, anytime I do have a system, because I've had systems in between the years, I just don't have one now. I've always gotten a Mortal Kombat game. That was always like the first game I got. That and something Mario. If I have those, then I'm happy. So
Man.
so please let us know how you guys feel about it. Do you feel like I forgot what I was about to say. It's okay. When were there any cameo characters that you wish were on here that weren't?
um,
So these are the DLC cameos again, just so
I do
you
not
guys
like
can see
Striker.
them.
Mm.
Why don't you like
I don't
Striker?
know. His whole power set is just a cop.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Police brutality coming up.
Well, now we know why you hate Striker. Police brutality coming up.
No,
Honestly,
the first
though,
the first time I played, like he was a cameo of someone I was playing against, and the finishing move or whatever, he just comes up and point blank, boom, boom, boom in your head, baton to the wrist. I'm like, wow, like all right, cool.
I can't tell if
you
he
know what?
is or
I
troll.
did read actually that he's a more controversial character because of like the climate now
Mm.
and cops.
He does get
That's
the
all I'm gonna
job
say.
done.
Cops. You said he doesn't or he does
He does get the job done.
with
He's
a
a good
flashlight.
cameo. Oh yeah, he's a good cameo to have.
I'm trying to think if there's anybody. Is there anybody that you typically like to play that's not in the game? Either one of y'all? I'm trying to think. Let's see.
Nothing comes to mind.
Yeah, a lot of people that I consider favorites are in here. So I can't really say I'm missing out on anybody per se. And I'm kind of glad that they kind of ditched certain characters. I'm glad that they went back to. Oh, I did like Kabam.
Yeah.
Yeah, he could have been a cool cameo. They need to fall back. He's been in it since the 90s.
He has, and still been the same. He's still been a, you know.
Talk your shit. Go ahead.
No, he gets the job done. Like I said, he gets the job done.
He's like Stryker. He gets the job done.
He's cool. He's cool.
So, Ace, are you getting the game tomorrow? Or do we have to wait till Friday?
Probably Friday.
Because I'm waiting till Friday. Yeah, that's why I asked. I'm getting it, but I'm waiting till Friday.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that to myself. I'm really not gonna do that to myself. But so which part of the game are you looking most forward to? Like, what aspect of it? Are you looking forward mainly to the cameos? And also all the cameos, they're in their retro gear. So I do think that brings like a level of nostalgia. Are you more excited about it? Is you must have saw 0.5 is Aisha's decision. Y'all, if you don't know, Aisha has a tendency to give us decimal points in her ratings. So that's what that 0.5 is.
No, I'm excited.
Char too, every now and again. Char too. You ain't safe. You
don't
too.
bring me in it.
Right? It just focuses on me. So it sounds like Jesus, I just forgot the name you used for it. The cameos. It sounds like the cameos will be dope. I'm actually looking forward to story mode just to see how everything unfolds.
Mm-hmm.
So once I knock that out, man, it's over. It's over. Y'all ladies might not hear from me for a little bit once I get it.
You gonna bring your behind on Sundays to this show.
I pop up with a controller in my hand.
Right. She's gonna be in. She's gonna be like, yeah, put it on pause. Like, turn her camera off real quick. Put it on mute because she's cussing at whoever she's playing against.
Facts.
So you had a question, Char. It said, what was your favorite chapter?
Favorite chapter? So I'm only halfway done with the story right now, but my favorite chapter was probably when they met Baraka and they met Reptile when they were in the dungeon, or Shao Kahn's dungeon or whatever, and they met Reptile, Baraka, and who else was it? Smoke, I think, and Scorpion. I think it was, yeah.
Reptile is also one that I like, but I have a love-hate relationship because I hated when people would turn into my character and then be beating my ass as Reptile, dressed up as my character. I was like, I hate you.
Wait, didn't Reptile like spit acid at you or something?
Yeah,
he does that too.
Burned and melted.
That's what I was like, wait.
He does that. He could camouflage, and then it would change him
turn
into
invisible.
I thought back in the day he could like turn into your character.
What's his name?
Am I thinking of another person?
I know he was like a shapeshifter because in this story
he could change into your character and and I think he could do your move, just not as powerful.
Yeah,
but I know he could look like you.
In the story mode of this, he got like imprisoned or whatever, enslaved to Shao Kahn because he taught him how to um shapeshift up in this scenario, whatever. But I misspoke. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't. It was Baraka and Kenshin and Johnny Cage. I think was the story. Okay.
Oh, that's right. It's Shang Tsung that turns into your character.
That's what I was trying to think of, but
Because I was like, maybe it's somebody else. Well, that annoyed me, but yeah, Reptile did spit acid though. I do
Yeah,
remember that. Like I
but
said,
yeah.
it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So be gentle with me, people, when I play. Please.
mm-mm,
Please. Pretty please, what's your girl top?
mm-mm.
Oh
Moon Beam is
goodness.
fair game when she gets on, y'all. Remember that.
You know what? I can't even ask people to be nice to me because the way I've been not shutting people down on Monopoly Go, like I'm very competitive. So but let me tell you, if you come hard for me, I come back. I am vengeful. I'm like Melina, okay? I'm not gonna stop until I beat you. So
Okay.
just fair warning, because I'm gonna do story mode and I'm gonna get my practice game on, and then I'm coming for y'all. I'm coming for you, Aish, and then I'm gonna come for the champ up in the corner up
Ooh,
I'm the
there.
champ
ooh,
right
I'm gonna
now.
come for you
y'all
too.
here.
I'm gonna come.
Listen,
So that's a fair warning to everybody. I'm gonna
let me
come.
practice
We
some
should
more.
no
Ooh,
right. I'm gonna have to practice, and we should definitely do like a Twitch stream. So
hey.
they can. He said, "I like their cute open toe heels. Must be a fashion thing in our world." And this Mortal Kombat is dope. It's so much to learn. See, that's what that learning, man.
That's a
Oh,
good
I want
one.
all the smoke, pun intended. I like what you
Yes,
did there, sir. I did. I liked what you did there.
it is appreciated.
But yeah, man, I honestly, if we gave you any more information on Mortal Kombat, we would be here for another hour at least, because there's so much going on. Like we said, the storyline changed, so everyone has free will, and some can choose to live it peacefully or they can choose to fight. And yeah, there's
That's
a
what
lot.
I was thinking. No, I wish
Oh,
they did allow you to create your own character. That would be cool.
you know what? That wouldn't surprise me if that comes later down the line. But then again, I think that Mortal Kombat is so popular because it has like these iconic characters, and maybe they don't want to get away from that. I guess we'll have to see
Because
in
then
future versions.
you'd have to figure out your fatality, your brutality. Like, it's a lot
Mm.
Or
that would
they
go
could
into
give you like
that.
a list of something you can pick from. I mean,
I
other
was gonna
games be
say,
having it.
yeah, and that can add a new element to the game too. Like people love creating stuff. Like just think about how crazy Hogwarts Legacy got just
Yeah.
by being able to create some of the things that they were able to create. So I definitely think that that would add to the excitement of it, because I did read that there were a lot of people that were really big into fighting games that for a good couple of versions they had kind of lost the love that they had originally had, because the gameplay was pretty much the same in a lot of ways aside from the story. So I think that this installment is going to be a game changer for kind of, I wouldn't say revive because it never died down, but I think bringing in newer people to the game, which who doesn't want that? The more people you get, the more they're willing to put into the game. Feels well, well. One day I am going to remember to read the comment
Before clicking, yeah.
before clicking. Yeah. Um because
Mm-mm.
BMT loves to get us. Don't judge us. That comment is not a representation of the Waifu Views podcast. I assure you. So, moving right on.
Not affiliated in any way, shape, or form.
We are not. We're not affiliated. And yeah. So, but we've covered a lot, and I think everyone's really excited for the release. Be sure to put in the comments if you are getting the game, and if so, hey, tell us what package you're getting, because I want to know how many dragon crystals you got, so I know how to approach you when I try and fight you. You know what I mean?
Also,
we
list
got
your
something.
system.
We got something else. Something good. Ugh. The Switch. Oh, it looks like she's vomiting in the Switch version.
What is that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. Actually, the version of Melina actually looked better than the other versions that I've seen of some of the other characters. Like Johnny Cage looked crazy,
Act out.
and yeah, it looked so bad.
He looked like he was stoned. He looked like he was surprised at in every picture.
I know his eyes were dilated. Like, bro, do you need some water? Go have a seat. Looked like Fortnite animation. I'm not gonna talk about Fortnite.
You know what? I've still never played Fortnite ever.
I haven't played it either. I just know everybody that I know either loves the game or completely hates the game and just talks mad crap about it. And I've heard so much about all the crap about it. So I'm just like, that's not one of the games for me. It's okay. But that is all we really have for you guys. We've given you just about everything we can give you without being here all night. It is Monday, so we do appreciate you coming and hanging out with us tonight instead of our typical Sunday. But we definitely have more shows to come. We are revving up for Halloween, October, spooky season. So be sure to like, share, and follow everywhere that you see the Waifu Views name, because we are going to be doing the most. I promise you. There's going to be a lot more cosplays. There's going to be a lot more recommendations. There's going to be a lot of dark, bloody, gory, spooky anime and movies and TV shows. And I know I'm excited because it's my favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky season. Yeah. So before we go, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe at the Blurred Cartel. That is the Facebook group. And it's always fun there. You know what I mean? Be sure to check that out. You're going to find all types of stuff in there. Also, be sure to follow our Facebook page at Waifu Views. You can find that. That's up and running now. We actually have a YouTube page as well. That is up now. And the previous episodes are being uploaded slowly but surely. There is 2 episodes up there now, and the rest will be up there by the end of the week, and we'll also be dropping this one before our show on Sunday. Be sure to check out blurred.com, which is we're under the blurred.com umbrella, and they have everything from articles, great merch. They have information on all of the shows that are covered under the Blurred umbrella. You can also follow them on YouTube at Blurred Official. And also shout out to all the other shows that are out there. Thanks for coming and commenting. Shout out to all of you guys. You're great. And everybody, let them know who you are again and where they can find you, maybe even what you got going on.
Alrighty, so on FB, you can always find me as Aisha Morgan. Everything else, it will be sunkissed_waifu. And you'll catch me every Sunday with my lovely ladies.
Not that we did the same thing.
And I am Honey Char. I go by ACharOfHoney, like a jar of honey, only sweeter. You can find me on all the T's. That's Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch at ACharOfHoney. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook. And yeah, I got a lot of spooky season cosplays coming and Mortal Kombat cosplays coming too. So yeah, check me out.
Oh, I think we got a quick little preview of what's to come.
Okay.
And I am Ebony Moonbeam. You can find me at Ebony_Moonbeam on Facebook and Twitch. And you can find me at TikTok and Twitch. And you can find me at Ebony_Moonbeam cosplay on Instagram and Facebook and everywhere. I'm everywhere for the most part. If you don't see Ebony_Moonbeam, right. If you don't see Ebony_Moonbeam, I'm not on the platform. So you're just going to have to wait for me to show up and pop out like a jump scare on social media. I am also a cosplayer. So there will be a couple of different spooky cosplays coming as well. There is Mortal Kombat cosplays coming. As you see, I wanted to give you guys more in this preview. I had the eyes and everything, but baby, I was not going to be able to see y'all. So be sure to follow my TikTok so you can see that content. That should be up sometime this week, maybe this weekend. And yeah, I had a great time tonight, y'all. Did you guys have fun talking about the greatest fighting game of all time?
Absolutely.
Always.
Yeah. So be sure to check that out. Don't forget the release is tomorrow for everyone. There's 3 different packages, and be sure to come back after you play it a little bit and comment and let us know how the gameplay was for you and if it lived up to everything that we gave you in this video. So thanks for everything, and we'll see you again on Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and 5 p.m. Pacific Time. See you next time.
Bye.